Hey guys, George from SoundTraxx here, and this week we're going to talk about bells. In previous videos, we've talked about how to select the air horn and even the option that you have in the Tsunami2 to select an alternate air horn, which allows you to play a second air horn or a steam whistle when you're running your locomotive. But this time we're going to talk about selecting a different bell. So first off, let's go to our website at soundtraxx.com, and under the Manuals tab, you're going to see these sound selection reference charts, and you're going to see them for steam, for our EMD-2, GE, Alco, Baldwin, and others, and the electric decoders. And on there, you're going to see a list of bells, and you're going to notice that each of those bells are listed with a different range behind it. Now that range is going to tell you that that particular bell has been recorded at different ring rates. And this allows you to simulate a hand-rung bell all the way up to a fast air ringer. So in using CV122, let's take a look and see how that works. So now using CV122, we're going to go through our roster and we're going to select the bell. So first, let's turn the bell on so you can hear it. So this is the GE FDL bell with CV122 set to a value of 34. Now, one of the other bells that we've added with version 1.2 was the prime electronic bell. So what we're going to do is we're going to take CV122 and we're going to set it to a value of 49. So now when I turn on the bell, you hear that loving sound of the prime electronic bell. Now this also has a unique tail off when I turn off the bell. That's really unique to that prime electronic bell. Now if I want to select a different bell, for example Alco number 2, I'm going to look at the range 4 through 7. So to illustrate the bell ring rates, we're going to select CV122 to a value of 4, which is going to represent this Alco bell being a hand-rung bell. So now we're going to take our CV122 and we're going to use that same bell, but we're going to use this at a much faster ring rate at a value of 7. So you can kind of see how selecting the bell will allow you to have different ring rates as well as the bell recording for your locomotive model. So now that we've played around with our CV bell selection, first thing we're going to do is now we're going to look at the model that we're working on. And this is an Amtrak P42, so we're going to select the Graham White electronic bell, which is a value of 36. Now the Graham electronic bell is just one bell ring rate, and that's why you only see one choice there. Every locomotive that's equipped with this bell has the same bell ring rate. So now one of the things that we can also do is we can trigger the bell to be automatically played when you blow the horn. This is known as crossing logic. So to do this, we go to our bell selection again in CV122, but when we select the bell that we want, in order to trigger this when the horn is blown, we're going to add a value of 128 to our bell selection. Therefore, the bell will automatically trigger. So right now, with our Graham electronic bell, we can blow the horn and you're not going to hear the bell ring. But now if I take CV122 and I'm going to take my bell choice number 36 and I'm going to add 128, which will then set the value in CV122 at 164. Again, 36 plus 128. Now when I blow the horn, you're going to hear that Graham White electronic bell automatically trigger. You can adjust how long this bell is played by adjusting the hold time in CV60. It represents seconds, so for 5 seconds you'll set CV60 to a value of 5. Now during the development of the Tsunami2, we wanted to add the crossing logic bell to the product. But one of the things with our current and former railroaders on staff, they had talked about the bell becomes annoying after it rings for quite some time. So when real railroaders are using whistle signals, successions of long and short blasts to the whistle, they didn't always want to trigger that bell to play for so long afterward. So what we did with the Tsunami2 is we triggered the bell to happen after the long horn is blown, and after the F9 grade crossing sequence is blown. But in an effort to appease the real railroaders and to not make that bell so annoying, when you press the F3, which is the short horn, you actually won't hear the bell trigger. So this is just another way that Tsunami 2 brings that extra element of real railroading to your layout at home. Now that we've played around with our bells in CV122, I hope you'll try that out and match your model a little bit more closer to the prototypes that you're modeling, and add that bell to your operation for a little bit more fun and enjoyment on your layout.